Hello, welcome to another deck flip through video. So we're on to the Commander product now from 2014. So these were the 5 decks, and this is the first one of that series. They were all monocolour decks, so one for each of the colours in the Wooburg colour pie. This one was called Forged in Stone. As you can see, it's got Nahiri as the Commander, and this was the set where they made that change, and it's highlighted in the rules text. You can see this can be a Commander. So yeah, and going forward there were a few changes they made over the years where they altered what could be a Commander. So we have Planeswalkers as Commanders now, and we also have partner Commanders as well. So let's flip through this and get an up-close look at the artwork. As usual, I will include a link to the original unboxing so you can see the deck in all its glory. At this point as well, they were doing tokens. So we'll have a look at the tokens at the end. I've got them in a separate pile that I'll bring on camera. As I usually do, these are organised roughly in rarity order. Oops. There's a few exceptions as we get to the lower rarity. And then within that they're sort of sub-organised into different types of card. These cards still have their like inner protective sleeves on, you know, the super tight ones. So that does tend to make them a little bit slippery, so I'll have to just deal with that as I go. Because of the nature of the deck, it's going to be interesting to see what things are like when we get to artifacts. I must confess, it's been a while since I looked at these decks. It's funny at the time, and it probably shows you it's not good to have expectations that can be dashed. After they did, or was it Wedges for the 2011 and then Shards for the 2013, I was sort of expecting them to then do you know, say 2 coloured allied and 2 coloured enemy. So I was a little bit surprised when they went straight to monocoloured. But maybe I shouldn't have set my hopes on 2 colour Commander decks at that point. Here we go. So here's some of the rare artifacts in this deck. And then in a moment we'll switch back to some of the lower rarities, but you can already see quite a bit of equipment at rare. And some non-basic land as well. And then on to the lower rarity cards. Here we go. On to some of our artifacts that's uncommon. Surprise, surprise, it's a soul ring. It's a marble diamond cropped up. And some more pieces of equipment here. Swiftfoot boots is in here. A salt suit. Law Seeker's stone. And then now we're on to the commons. Commander sphere. Okay, on to our firstly our non-basic lands at uncommon and common. So there's a cycle of Karoo lands in these decks, one in each of the colours for each of the decks. Yeah, and no surprise, we're in a monocolour deck, so we've got these cyclers. And then quite a lot of planes. So let's see how many different types of artwork we get in this deck. So at the moment it looks like 4. Yep. So these are all repeats of the ones we saw earlier. It's repeating and repeating. Repeating. So I'm getting on some of these some sort of Zendikar vibes. I'm assuming like a lot of these precons, you know, they tend to, the choice of lands is a nod to whatever planes the main protagonist came from. As well, early on in the deck you would have seen, you know, you had here a lead commander and then as usual 2 alternates as well that synergize in some way with the theme of the deck, although not always as well as the chosen main commander. Well, and then let's take a look at the tokens. So a lot of these do repeat, so I'll just show you one example of each. These were flippable tokens. So that was the first one. Then we had this angel token, which was like an angel and a cat. And there were several of those. And then we have this core soldier token, which was a core soldier on one side and a Pegasus on the other. And again, there are a number of those. And then a soldier token, with Spirit on the other side, and a number of those. And that's all the tokens. So if you've been keeping track there, there's 10 tokens in total, but they're double-sided, so that's the equivalent of having, I suppose, 20 tokens, but you can only use 10 at one time. Thanks once again for watching. Bye for now, and I will catch you in the next video.